Welcome to Dinosaur Island Season 2, and here we have the Spinosaurs family and their new baby, which is a boy, which we will call Dagger Fangs. He'll grow up to be actually in a darker color, even darker than his father, we think, but we're not sure. Right now, his mother has just gotten back from hunting and is feeding him. And his dad is gonna search for water because they've been thirsty for a few days. Right now, Dinosaur Island is dry, as you can see, because the Dilophosaurus' area is dry, and their forest is dry, and all around the nest is dry. It's easy to scrape open the earth, like what he's doing. I mean, like, normally it's pretty easy for them, but it's like a desert now. And the mother is gonna go look for water too. The father doesn't want to leave the baby alone because of dangers. And because of the Dilophosaurus, because he's nearby somewhere, which is rare for him. And one of the other dangers that the Spinosaurus don't know about is that Ridgeback is not dead. He's been hunting down every dinosaur he hates, which is basically all the carnivores. And he hasn't killed any yet, but he's thinking about it. He wants to kill the baby Spinosaurus, but the dad's not gonna leave him. So he goes off. Meanwhile, with the Tyrannosaurus rexes, the female is pregnant with eggs. Yeah. And they're getting their nest ready. And she's supposed to be drinking lots of water, but from the cracks in the earth, like that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, it's very dry. And Shredded Tooth and Stripedback have been super thirsty. And they want to go off and look for water. And it has been raining a few times, but it's been so dry, the earth soaked it up, so none of the rivers have really been flowing. So they're looking for water together. Just then, a flash flood comes. Dun, dun, dun. This is dangerous. Dun, 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 dun. It has made its way to the T-Rexes, and the Spinosauruses have some water, so they're gonna go over there. Now there's everyone, and also what's going on is the migration of the plant eaters. Da-na-na, 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 da-na. And they're gonna go over to the watering hole. Suddenly, every dinosaur species is here, like Brontosauruses, Apatosaur, or baby Stegosaurs, Triceratops, Tyrannosaurs, Protoceratops. Yeah, the only dinosaurs that are not here are the raptors. And they're basically dying up there. Razor Claw is just about dead. He's dehydrated. And the mother comes back from hunting and she wakes up her husband and the kids, who are almost dead too. And they're gonna bring themselves to a different watering hole. Here they are, all drinking happily, and they don't know that they are being watched. They are being watched by Dilophosaurus. And he's almost dead too, and hungry and dehydrated, so he sneaks right up and grabs it and thrashes around in the water. And the family reacts. They know their baby's dead now, so they get the other ones quickly away as possible. Dun, 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 dun. They are all hydrated now, except for the one that's dead, which he's eating on shore right now. He's drowning it first. And then, once it's nice and soggy the way he likes it, he pulls it up on land and starts to eat it. Just making sure it's dead. And there's the dead body, and he goes in the water to rest. Back with the T-Rexes. The watering hole is finished, and the female goes off, and Shredtooth goes off. And now she's hungry, and she feels like she's about to lay her eggs. And Shredtooth is gonna get her a meal. He's looking for, a brontosaurus, which is right in front of them. He is hungry, and he's gonna go off to the forest. Yep, there he goes. But it's mushy here, and it's hard for him to stand up, so he slips, and slips again. And he gets to the dry part of the forest, and starts eating. And Shredtooth sees this, so he's gonna go over and kill it. He sneaks up on it, and pounces, and knocks it over, and kills it. And he bows down, and she's gonna eat it. She's just about to lay her eggs, and then she gets up. She's gonna lay her eggs right now. So they race back to their nest, and she's gonna get ready, but their nest is halfway buried a bit. She can't wait for very long, so he's gonna find some grass to put in there. So he quickly puts it in the den. It's kind of cold, but it's good enough for now. She backs up, ready to lay her eggs. See, she's right over the nest. Shredtooth is gonna calm her by putting his head on top of her. And it begins soon. And it's starting. There's one egg, and there's 2 eggs. She scooches forward and then backward, and looks upon what she has given birth to, or laid eggs to. 2 Tyrannosaurus eggs, which is very rare. He nudges her, and they're gonna leave the nest for a little, so he's gonna cover it with grass. And he just covered it, and they're gonna go off hunting, because females get pretty hungry right after laying eggs, so they go off. And there aren't really any predators around, and Ridgeback is not watching. He's on the other side of the island. Meanwhile, with Small Claw, he has just gotten back, and he's tired. And he's thinking of going to a different island. Dinosaur Island, or Dinosaur Islands, are a few islands, which this one is the main island that he lives on. But he's been wondering where Ridgeback has come from, what island, so he wants to swim to there. It's not that far, but it will be a while. And he's just getting his rest right now before he swims. He's going to start tomorrow. And he knows his parents have just laid eggs. Hopefully he can find a mate on this other island. So he's going to look for some food before he leaves. And over there at the Spinosaurs territory, he sees all the dinosaurs. So he goes over there. He sees a dead brontosaurus, which he smells, and it was killed by his father. He's gonna eat it, although he doesn't really care. Yep, and this was very stupid, but an adult male Protoceratops comes over and checks it out. and he looks at it. He wants fresh meat now. So he kills it, but the Protoceratops scoots and rams for his belly, but he would have been dead if it was not for Sailback. Sailback is now friends with the T-Rexes. So Small Claw thanks him, and Sailback says, "Be careful," and spinosaurs. And he goes back with his mate. The Protoceratops is not dead. He just thinks the Tyrannosaurus is. He doesn't see it sneaking up behind him, and jumps on top of him, squishing his rib cage, and kills it. And so he eats. And he's gonna get some rest here. It's nice and cool in the forest, and he's giving himself. He's gonna rest in the forest for a bit. So he goes off. Since it's cooler in the forest than his territory, he can rest in it for a while. And he rests. To be continued.